this, Dylan.
Yeah, you're not going to, and I'm going to be a happy man when they don't. But I know most people will be upset. But the box got really hot for a second.
It sure did. It sure did. Someone commented on it actually when when they were walking out of the box. So it is definite right now because there's only a few more weeks of this.
Well, I'm really excited because it's football time. I'm really happy that football season's back. There's no feeling really like when football does come around.
It's come by quickly. You know, we merged the Legion season in with football, and it was a quick, I guess, quote unquote off season. But I am ready for football for sure. And we are just about ready for the Milford Hardwood kickoff as Westfield gets ready.
That's got to be a D lineman out there. Number 75.
75. All right, number 75.
Pronounce that name.
Oh, boy. Litnachuk. We'll do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
As he gets ready and points to both sidelines. And we are underway here for the 2025 high school football season. The ball is recovered by Milford around the 20-yard line. He's going to push it up to about the 26. Couldn't quite get a number on who it was.
I couldn't work out. There was a whole scrum of people over there, so I couldn't exactly work out who it was.
I got to invest in some binoculars, I think, Dylan.
I know. I do have, but that's the one thing I forgot to bring is binoculars.
Right.
Now we know for next time.
Yeah, exactly. You learn every single week. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Milford going left to right from my view at the 26-yard line. We will get a first look at this revamped Milford offense with a lot of new faces.
Yeah, a lot of new faces, a lot of new numbers to learn for sure.
It looks like it's going to be Vinny Lacerbo in the shotgun. Jason Stokes setting up right next to him.
That's a name we know.
That is a name we know. As he takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Stokes, who fights through a tackle and rips his way to about the 30, 31-yard line. So a decent start here for Milford.
Yeah, a nice easy run. You're going to go with one of your veteran players in Jason Stokes. I'm sure he'll get a lot of usage. And in fact, the defender kind of helped him out, threw him 2 yards forward.
So keep that in mind, as that looked like a pretty big size differential. Jason Stokes is not a small kid by any means.
No, he had quite the electric performance in their final game of, their final playoff game of the season. He ripped off, like a 70-yard receiving touchdown, something like that.
So 2nd and 5 for Milford as they are back in the shotgun. Looks like Stokes is lined up to the right of him. And they're going to give it to him again. He's going to cut up the middle, but he's not going to get much this time. Maybe 2.
Yeah, another run. Expect a lot of running from this Milford team, at least early on in the season, as they try and get themselves back in and kind of try and get Lacerbo comfortable with this year's offense.
So Garen Fraunfelter is replaced by Josh Buentello, number 2 for Milford. It'll be 3rd and about 2. 2 runs to get things going for Milford. Got to wonder on 3rd and short if they go right back to it, as they're taking an extra amount of time here in the huddle. Now they finally break up, and they'll be right back in the shotgun. And that's going to be next to Lacerbo is, I believe, Buentello, number 2. Could be mistaken. Stokes in movement as they do hand it off to Buentello, who cuts up the middle and gets the first down. So it was Buentello who was right next to Stokes in the running back position. Or excuse me, right next to Lacerbo in the running back position for the first down.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like running the ball. If you can get 3-4 yards on your running plays, there's no reason not to run it. You'll get a first down every single time.
So 1st and 10 for Milford, right around the 38-yard line of their own. And it's going to be Buentello again right next to Stokes. This time he lines up on the right side. A lot of the similar formations for Milford to get things going. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff. Lacerbo looking to throw. He's going to dump it off, and caught with one hand is Stokes. Nice play right there. He'll pick up 5 or 6 yards, and it looked like there were a couple guys in one area, Dylan.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I'm not sure if that was really what was designed on that play, as it looked like it was an option handoff, and then Lacerbo kept it and started running, and people started to converge down on him on this near sideline, and then he just flipped it, and luckily Stokes took it down with one hand and got a couple yards out of it.
Yeah, so the play action, I guess you could call it, kind of worked. I think Lacerbo was supposed to tuck and run.
Probably.
So it's 2nd and 4 either way, based on the scoreboard. I'm thinking it might be more of 5. Lacerbo back in the gun. Right next to him is, again, Buentello.
Yeah, trips on the far side.
Taking the snap is Lacerbo. He looks to fire. He'll throw it down the right side and nearly picked, but it's caught. It is caught by Jason Stokes. It looked like it might have went right through the hands of the safety.
That was absolute insanity right there. I thought for sure it was going to be picked off, and then the ball comes flying over to Stokes, and he somehow comes down with it, and there was a flag. I think it's going to be pass interference, but
they're going to back up Milford, it looks like.
Are they? Let's see. No, they're bringing it. I think it was pass interference.
Okay, I saw some coaches doing a sign to push back, so I wasn't sure if it was on Milford.
Pass interference was the call from the ref, so
perfect.
I mean, you're going to decline that one with no question because it's only a 15 yards, and you want to give him his yards too.
So Lacerbo throws into double coverage. It's risky, but it worked out as the interception, what should have been an interception, results in a catch for Jason Stokes, who's been very active here on this first drive. Now Lacerbo from the gun again, going to hand it off. And it's going to be a pretty good run for number 2, Buentello, who pushes up to about the 29-yard line of Westfield. 28-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, good little inside zone play right there, and Buentello just found a huge gap and was able to pick a good amount of yards. They are marching down the field right now.
7:45 to go here in the first quarter. As Milford taking an extra second in the huddle. They've kind of taken their time and also have gone quick to the line as well in this drive. It is 2nd and about 4 from the 28. Lacerbo in the gun. No surprise, as it's pretty much every snap. They're going to put a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to the running back. Again, I believe this is Stokes who gets a block. He's going to get cut up to the 20, to the 15, and go down at around the 14-yard line. A gain of 14, and Milford's marching.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that Milford has shown, at least for the time being, that they are going to rely on Jason Stokes a lot this year, and probably at least early on in the season while they try and get people going. Maybe once people start to catch on to their game plan, then they can look to avoid it, but right now it's just all Jason Stokes.
Milford waiting for the call at the line this time. Now they'll go to the huddle. 7:16 to go. The clock is stopped after Stokes is pushed out of bounds. Again, they'll be in the shotgun. Stokes next to Lacerbo. Milford's first possession of 2025 results in a red zone trip. They're at the 14-yard line. They're going to put Stokes on the other side now. He's going to be pointed towards the right. And it's going to be a straight pass over the middle, and it's caught. No, it's broken up. A great hit by Westfield. Can't get a number. It's number 1, I believe.
Yeah.
Cole Russell on the pass breakup.
Cole Russell broke it up there. It was Garen Frontfelter, who was the intended receiver right there. He came down initially with the ball, but then got hit and it fell out of his hands. I know Frontfelter was one of the players to be on the watch for season, and I think that's a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout. Milford. We will be right back on MyFM 101.3. 7:10 to go here in the first.
This is Paul Serpine. If you're a regular MyFM listener, you know me as the voice of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra, the guy who gets to stand in front of some of the best musicians in the region, wave a stick at them, and magically amazing music pours out. When I'm in front of our orchestra, I'm in my element. But when I'm in front of my oil burner at 4:30 in the morning with no heat, I'm as useful as a 6-month-old baby. I made a call to Jeffrey Mushnick and his orchestra over at Medway Oil and Propane, and what a performance by Jeffrey and his skilled technicians. Medway Oil and Propane.
Back here at Milford High School, it is 2nd and 10 for Milford here on the 14-yard line of Westfield. I know I'm going to say Westboro at least once, Dylan.
That's all right.
Just used to saying that name compared to Westfield. Either way, we are back at action. Milford just fresh off a timeout. Wanted to talk about some things. Frontfelter looked like he had a touchdown on the previous play. It was dropped after a huge hit by the safety. Lacerbo waiting for the snap. There's a running back by his left. Puts a man in motion. It's Stokes, and he's going to receive the ball, cutting up towards the left side, and he'll push towards the 10, maybe the 9. It will be at the 10, so it should be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, a good play right there, going with the jet sweep, and again getting Stokes involved. And I mean, you've kind of seen it from this Milford team so far today, is the fact that they're going with a lot of short kind of things. They're going with a lot of run plays, a lot of motion, just trying any way to get that advantage and just slowly break down this Westfield team.
Well, this was a point of emphasis, I think, during the offseason, because Milford had a hard time when they got it right around the 10-yard line last season. So we'll see if things have improved in this area here in game number 1, drive number 1. As Lacerbo looks to take the snap, he will. And he's going to fake the handoff, go over the middle, and it's caught for the touchdown. A beautiful play action. The pass goes to Ethan Charzenko for the first touchdown of the season for Milford.
Yeah, just an absolute beautiful play. And, you know, when you've been running the ball so much, it does open up the pass. And even though it was 3rd down, I mean, they'd been running the ball so well that they really thought that. And just wide open in the end zone is Charzenko.
Yeah, beautiful fake as well by Vinny Lacerbo, who looked very impressive in his first drive as the starting quarterback. Milford lining up for the extra point. Looks like it is 42, Dylan?
12.
12. It's number 12. Oh, that's kicker only.
Yeah.
Tyler Stewart.
He'll be doing all the kicking this year.
As the snap, the ball down, kick is up, and it's right down the middle, so there's a reason why he's kicker. It is 7-0 Milford, just 6 minutes into their season. We'll be right back for what Westfield has to say on MyFM 101.3.
We can do amazing things when we work together. That's why at Charles River Bank, we're passionate about lending a hand to help businesses of all sizes grow. From lines of credit and term loans to commercial mortgages, we offer a range of powerful lending solutions, as well as local decision-making, guidance, and support from lenders who measure their success by helping you achieve yours. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions.
Stewart running towards the football will kick it deep, and it will be fielded right around the 10-yard line by Westfield. As they look to cut up the field, they can't even reach the 20. Nice play right there by number 5 for Milford, Garen Frontfelter.
Yeah, and I can tell you straight away, just looking at Tyler Stewart, that there's no doubt in my mind he played soccer in his life. You can just tell by the way he's kicking
he's got
it.
a build too, the similar build.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot skinnier and a lot thinner than you would see of a football player. So
the kickoff return goes about 9 yards after the ball was received at around the 10-yard line. We will see what Westfield has to say after an impressive opening drive for Milford. There's 6:13 on the clock here in the first quarter. This will be Westfield's first touch of the 2025 season. Westfield went 4-5 last season. Milford going 5-6. Looks like they're going to be in the shotgun, one near, one wide. Looks like a running back to his left side. Snap is low. They're going to give it to nobody. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to flush left. And the throw is high and nearly intercepted, but it is going to land incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Westfield. Trying to get a number on the quarterback for you all. I don't have binoculars. I wish I did. Oh, that's one thing, Dylan, that's tough. When they push the jerseys up, because you can't read the numbers.
Yeah, for sure. They're just trying to make our job harder,
Yeah,
Joe.
exactly. And Westfield doesn't have the biggest numbers in the world on their chests either. It looks like it might be number 15 for Westfield. I'll get you that name in a second. It is number 15 as he flushes again to the same side, and he's going to go down for a sack. Milford with immediate pressure sets up 3rd and long.
Yeah, that was Wanderson Dos Santos on that one, tracking him down all the way to the far side and bringing down Jacob Sikowski.
Jacob Sikowski.
That's what we're looking at.
So it'll be 3rd and about 16 after a loss of 6 or so. About 5.5 to play here in the first quarter.
They're really backed up, too.
Looks like 3 near us, 1 wide. Shotgun formation, running back to Satkowski's right. As the snap is taken, he's going to look for an option, kind of scramble around in the backfield. He's going to look for an option again, but he goes down. 2 sacks. This one was more of a covered sack this time for Milford.
Yeah, that looked like Nicholas Colazzo, if I'm not mistaken. Number 50 out there getting in on the action.
So Milford's going to force a 3 and out. No chance to go for it here on 4th down. And Westfield will punt away.
And a chance for really good field position, too. I mean, they're going to be punting from their own end zone.
And they have Jason Stokes to field the ball, and he's set up right around the 45 of Westfield. So unless this is a big kick, yeah, like I agree, Dylan, it's going to be pretty good field position here for Milford. 4:40 to go as Westfield is getting ready to punt the ball away. The snap is low. There's a flag on the play, and his knee was down, I believe. They're gonna whistle the play dead, so we'll see what the call is.
Is it going to be a false start? Or no? Did they call safety?
If it's a safety, it makes sense because the punter put his knee down in the end zone.
That's why I wasn't sure at first if the flag was – because the flag came as soon as the ball was snapped, right?
So it's a formation penalty.
Okay, that's what
Westfield.
I thought. False
penalty
start.
is declined, and it's a safety.
Oh.
So it is 9-0 Milford after the punter put his knee down due to a low snap. So that will be 2 more points on the board. We taking a break, or are we going to keep it here?
We'll just keep
All
it
right,
here.
we'll keep it here. So it's 9-0 Milford.
So we can talk about what just ensued right there, because I was so confused what happened. Because I thought I saw the flag go as well. I guess that would probably be illegal formation then,
so
not false
the play
start.
can still continue with an illegal formation.
Yeah, so that's why the safety then could count, because it's not a dead ball penalty.
Right.
Gotcha.
So 9-0, and Westfield has to now free kick the ball away to Milford.
Do they not punt in high school?
It looks like they're setting up the tee.
So I guess they just kick from the 20. I guess that's how it works.
First time I believe I've seen this. There's a first for everything.
I haven't seen many safeties in high school football.
They're ready to kick deep. And here it comes. Milford ready to get their second possession of 2025. And they're going to fair catch as the ball was muffed by Milford, but he does jump right back on it. Looks like we might have gotten an early whistle from the referees as well.
Yeah, Sullivan Driscoll called for the fair catch, and then as soon as it hit his finger, the ref sounded like he blew the whistle.
So again, another confusion and stoppage. It's been a lot of weird stoppages, and then we're going to get a flag?
I know, I think they waved the flag off.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was. I think there was a flag thrown, but he waved it that there's no flag on the play.
Gotcha.
I
didn't even see it to begin
There's a
with.
lot of confusing things going on right now early in this game.
It's been sloppy. It's been sloppy for everyone involved.
So now, are we re-kicking? What is happening?
Well, it's a first game for everyone, I guess.
So now the ref's holding the ball at their 35, and now are we re-kicking?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Is it because you have to punt the ball? Is that why?
No, it's a free kick.
It is a free kick. You can kick it? All right, thanks, Steve. That's why we have Steve here.
Yep.
Steve knows everything. I don't know
so
why it
we
got
are
called
re-kicking.
back.
Beats me. But we're going to do it again, folks.
All right, well, hopefully Milford knows they should come up closer.
4:29
No,
to go.
he is punting. Oh, no, see, I don't know anything. I'm going to shut up now.
4:29 to go in the first. Dylan, you just got to wait for everything to play out.
I'm too anxious. I'm excited for football season.
All right, we're going to do it again. I don't know why. I don't think you know why either, Dylan.
No.
I don't know if anyone knows why, but we're going to do it again either way. As we kick it again, and it's going to be down right around the 40-yard line. Will it roll out of bounds? It will.
And that
will be a flag.
There we go. I know that one.
Yep.
I know that rule. Where it gets moved up to on a free kick, I don't know, though.
All right, let's wait and see.
Yeah, well, because obviously we all know you can't kick it out of bounds on a kickoff or a free kick. Now, normally it gets brought up to the 40, I believe, on a kickoff.
No, that's where the sticks are currently.
So
that doesn't mean they're going to stay there. Currently, they're at the 40-yard line. I'll just say it like that.
We're waiting for the ref. We're having an interesting start. You know, there was an interesting start to a football game last night as well.
So it's the referee is
Midfield?
Jogging away with the ball. They're going to set up
so it is
at midfield. Oh, boy.
He's jogging.
All right.
I would say midfield. That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay.
But you catch last night's weird start?
I did, yeah. That was something else. Jalen Carter getting ejected. Not even a play into his season.
Yeah.
Right before the snap of the first game. Okay, so by rule, the ball advances 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 at midfield for Milford. Possession number 2 is finally underway. 4:29 to go in the first.
About time. I'm ready.
All right. The ball is in the shotgun as they put a man in motion, and taking the handoff is Buentello, who cuts up the field, is going to get a first down and way more, and pushes all the way down to about the 23-yard line of Westfield. So a quick gain of 27 yards for Josh Buentello.
Well, that's the second time that they kind of ran that inside zone play to the left side, and a huge hole just opened up. And Buentello, he doesn't look like the fastest guy, but once he gets his legs moving, he's rumbling and stumbling fast down the field.
Yeah, it looks like he's tough to bring down as well. Once he gets ahead of steam, you can't really bring him down.
It's almost similar to like Derrick Henry. Once he starts moving, you're going to have a tough time taking that freight train down.
That's one thing that Milford's identity has always been consistent with. They've always had power runners, and it looks like Josh Buentello might be the latest iteration of a power runner. Well, anyway, it'll be shotgun formation again for Lacerbo. There's a running back to his left. I can't get the number. There's 2 near me, 2 wide, as they hand it off to number 1, which is Wanderson Dos Santos, who runs up the middle and gains about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, he got pushed all the way up there and then met by about 2 Westfield players, and then a whole scrum ensued, and they just kind of stood still.
Under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. 9-0 Milford is your score. It's 2nd and 7 for Milford. They're again in the red zone. 2 possessions, 2 red zone trips for Milford. This one has been a lot easier. They've only had to go 30 yards.
Yes. It's definitely an easier possession for them, but they're sticking with the identity, which seems like it's going to be a lot of running the ball.
It's been run heavy for sure. Looks like Lacerbo is going to have Buentello set up to his left hip. There's 2 wide receivers stacked near me, 2 stacked far side. Here is the snap. It's a straight pass. They're going to go deep towards the corner side of the end zone, and the ball is incomplete. I believe the referee is shaking his head.
Yeah, he definitely stepped out.
It's either an interception or incomplete.
There's no way.
They're calling it an interception, so it is a turnover, and it will be Westfield's ball.
Listen, Joe, I'm not one for criticizing referees too much because they have a really hard job. His whole foot was out of bounds. Maybe the heel of his foot was touching the white line.
So it looked like the referee closest to the play was shaking his head no, and a referee from the far side came over and overruled the near side referee. So that was a confusing event. There's been a fair share of confusing events here in this game, Dylan.
I'm sorry, but there's just no way that's an interception. His foot was so far out of the end zone, and his heel was maybe touching the white.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Westfield. There was a touchback, so it'll be at the Westfield 20-yard line. 2:43 to go in the first after the Milford turnover. Westfield's going to set up again in the shotgun. And they're going to hand it off to the running back. Straight up the middle, he won't get much. Maybe a gain of 1 if that.
Yeah, just absolutely swallowed up there. At first, it was Collazo on the tackle, and then Charzenko helped him out and took him down in the backfield.
Looked like it was number 6, Noah Johnson on the carry. And I believe that Johnson again is set up in the backfield with Sakowski as at the quarterback position. There's 1 receiver near me, 2 wide. Again, shotgun formation. Calling some audibles at the line, moving some people around is Sakowski. Going to put a man in motion from left to right, and they're going to hand it off. And it's going to be a pretty decent-sized run here as he picks up about 10 or 11 yards. Again, that is number 6, Johnson.
Yeah, just kind of escaped his way over to that far side where they had 4 guys shifting and blocking, And the further side of the field, because it was on the near side hash, and there was nobody in the secondary really for Milford. So if he'd made it past that next guy, he was pretty much gone. They had everybody within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Just under a minute 30 to go here in the first quarter. Westfield with their first down of their season. Trips on my side, on the near side. One wide? Nope, no wide. As they fake the handoff, it's a screen pass. They're going to get it over to number 8. That is David Berdicia, and he'll gain about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, nice easy throw there to get a couple yards after the first down. Minute left in this quarter.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Westfield. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ball is at the 33-yard line. 37, excuse me. As they're going to hand the ball off again, and it will be again Johnson. He'll cut up towards the 41-yard line, straight up the middle, and where he gets swallowed up. So it'll be about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, good, nice little piece of running there. They don't have to run another play, I don't think. We'll see what they opt with.
It's about 25 seconds to go. Looks like Westfield is in not much of a hurry as Satkowski takes the call from his coach and jogs over to the huddle. Now they're going to get to the line. There's about 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll see if they snap it or if they just want to try to make Milford jump here with about 9 to go.
I think they're going to try and make him jump.
Well, they get ready to go. There's one receiver near me. They do snap the ball, and they're going to hand it off. And cutting up towards the first down and then some
we can do
is
amazing
Johnson for the first down, as we will get to about the 49-yard line, and now the first quarter has ended. So now we will take it to a commercial break on my FM 101.3. 9-0 Milford.
We can do amazing things when we work together. That's why at Charles River Bank, we're passionate about lending a hand to help businesses of all sizes grow. From lines of credit and term loans to commercial mortgages, we offer a range of powerful lending solutions, as well as local decision-making, guidance, and support from lenders who measure their success by helping you achieve yours. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions.
GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Kick it!
We're just about underway here at Milford High School for quarter number 2 here in the season opener for the Scarlet Hawks. They have a 9-0 lead right now after a touchdown and a safety in quick succession. And now Westfield has the ball after a turnover, and they're moving the ball on Milford. They're at the 49-yard line of Milford. Westfield just about ready to snap the ball. It's trips formation, far side. There is a running back right by the left side of the hip as they fake the screen pass. And he's going to go down with a huge sack this time from Milford. This should lose about 10 yards.
Yeah, Denicio Rodriguez just came around on the near side and just absolutely slammed down the quarterback, and a huge loss right there.
Yeah, it looked like Satkowski didn't even feel the pressure there until it was too late. It'll be a loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19 for Westfield. And, you know, they had some positive momentum, but that really tapers things.
Yeah, and I will say that Milford has definitely been getting some pressure back there on Satkowski.
That's 3 sacks right now on Satkowski in 2 drives. 2nd and 19. Again, 2 wide receivers near side. Too far. Snap, and they're going to hand it off straight up the middle. It'll only be about 2 yards. So this will be 3rd and long.
Yeah, just trying to get some yardage back there to make 3rd down, I guess, semi-manageable. I mean, it was going to be hard regardless, but only 2 yards makes it 3rd and 17.
So 3rd and 17 for for Westfield. I'm wondering here, Dylan, if you get half the yardage back, do you potentially go for it?
I think you would definitely consider it.
Either way, it's 3rd and 17. We'll see what happens. 2 receivers near me snap. They're going to pass the ball, and they're going to dump it off on a screen. Looks like it's Johnson in the backfield. He's going to run up, gain a few yards, and be swallowed up right around the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and about 9, so a gain of 8.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I would probably punt it.
I would too. Probably punting is the best idea here, just because it is just 9-0.
Yeah, it's just 9-0. And one thing I will say, one argument I will give towards going for it, Dylan, is you did get a stopover around the 50-yard line last drive. Either way, it's 4th and 10, and it does look like the punting unit will come out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it does look like they're getting ready to punt.
Yep. They did originally have the offense out there, and then they made a quick switch. So it looks like Westfield is going to punt the ball away to Milford here. Looks like it might be Jason Stokes again to receive this punt. Westfield hoping this punt goes a lot more smoothly than the last. This one is a perfect snap. Ball down kick is up towards Stokes. It's a line drive kick, who will receive the ball, and he'll cut up the field towards the 30-yard line. He gets a block to the 40, right around the 50, and now the 45, where he's taken down. But a huge return for Jason Stokes, who's had a fantastic game.
Yeah, really good one. And I think there's a player down for Westfield.
There is a player down for Westfield. He's having a hard time getting up. And he's going to slowly get to his feet and walk away. Looks like that'll be number 83 for Westfield.
I think it's 63.
63. Okay. I guess I need eyeglasses.
Brock Connors. It's a big fella, too.
He is a big fella. Hopefully he's okay. Milford will have their 3rd possession. And they've had great field position in 2 of the last 3.
Yeah, they have, and you'd argue they probably should have done better with their last one. Obviously, the interception coming. But we'll see what they can do here now, a chance to bounce back.
2 receivers near side, too far. Lacerbo in the gun yet again, and it looks like it might be Stokes in the backfield on his left hip. They're going to put a man in motion, going to give it to him. He drops the ball, and recovered by maybe Milford? No, it's going to be Westfield, so a botched end around by Milford. 2 plays, 2 turnovers, and Westfield gets the football right back.
Yeah, that was Dionisio Rodriguez, who was trying to get the ball on the handoff jet sweep combination, and it just looked like the ball was never really in his control.
No.
And I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a pitch or if it were like a shuffle pass forward or if it was supposed to be a handoff, but it never looked like it was secured in there. And that's some of the struggles you're going to see when you got a young quarterback.
I agree. And honestly, it looked like Rodriguez was kind of waiting for the snap. Did you see him in the backfield basically just waiting for the snap?
Yeah.
It looked like the timing was off on that play. Well, either way, the ball will be at midfield for Westfield, who gets the football right back. And they're going to put 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. No, there is 2 far side. There is 1 lined up in the slot. Satkowski in the shotgun yet again. We're going to see that all game, I think. Running back right next to him. He's going to take the snap and drop back straight. He gets out of the pressure. Now he's going to roll to the near side and run out of bounds right at the 49, maybe 48-yard line of Milford.
Yeah, I mean, he's had basically next to no time back there. He drops, takes his 1, 2, 3 steps, and then there's guys all in his face. And there's really nothing he can do. And whether that's credit to the Milford defensive line or Westfield offensive line not doing their job, or maybe a combination of both, in the end, Milford's getting pressure on the quarterback.
9:10 to go here in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 9 for Westfield. 9-0 is your score. Milford leads. Ball on the 49-yard line of Milford's. Westfield only going 1 yard so far in this drive. They got the ball at the 50 due to a fumble. 2 turnovers for Milford is the story so far. This could be a lot bigger of a score, I think.
It could be if they took advantage, but 2 turnovers so far.
2 receivers near side, 2 far. As the snap goes, and they're going to hand it off to Johnson, who breaks through a couple tackles. He'll cut towards the left side, gain about 3. So it should be 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, Johnson really doing a good job just getting a couple yards necessary. I would be shocked if they don't just try and go with him on at least the first 2 downs going forward, because he can probably get them about 6 yards on those first 2 downs to make it 3rd and 4, and you could even run him 3 times for all you care.
Haven't seen many runs wide here for Westfield just yet. A lot have been right through the teeth of the Milford defense, and Milford has been up to the task for the most part, I'd say. Either way, 3rd and 6, 3 receivers, far side. They're going to roll out towards that far side. Satkowski on the run, makes the throw, and it's completed. And cutting up the field is number 1, Russell with the catch. That's a first down, and that'll get down to about the 33, 34-yard line of Milford.
Nice little bootleg left right there. You know, there's been lots of pressure on the quarterback, Sikowski. So how can you alleviate that? We'll get him on the move and already moving in design play.
We're going to get a timeout here. It will be Milford. Milford has 1 timeout here to go in the half. 8:17 to go in this half. It is 9-0 Milford, but Westfield is driving on MyFM 101.3.
It's been said that the most important things in life are the connections you make with others. At Charles River Bank, you'll find not just the powerful solutions you need for managing your money, including paying your bills, handling your day-to-day expenses, and planning for the future, but also the personal connections you can count on from neighbors you know and who are always willing to lend a hand. Stop in or visit us online at charlesriverbank.com to learn more. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
8:17 to go here in half number 1. 9-0 Milford leads. Westfield is driving the football. They're at the 34-yard line of Milford's. 2 Milford turnovers, the story of this game so far. They've been unable to really widen this margin of lead. Westfield looking to chomp into it a little bit here on this drive. As they take the snap, it's going to be a handoff to Johnson, who cuts towards the left side. He'll get up to around the 30-yard line.
Well, I wonder if the coach is listening to me, or it's just pretty obvious that Johnson's been their best player. I would just run him first and second down until Milford can prove they can hold him to a yard or less.
So that was a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7, under 8 to go here in the first half. Ball on the 31-yard line of Milford. This is the first time Milford's defense has really been pushed.
And I think regardless here now, you're going for it on 4th down.
Unless you have a great kicker.
And it could. Based off who was kicking their kickoffs, I would say no.
That's fair. 2nd and 7. Put a man in motion on the near side now. They're going to pitch it over to Johnson. There is a run wide here for the first time. He cuts back towards the middle of the field. There's no one over there. Milford does actually do a good job cutting that down. It looked like Johnson had a lot more space to work with. Yeah. Milford does cut it down. It's still, either way, was a gain of about 3.
Yeah, the run to the near side and then cut back. I think if he kind of went backwards a little bit more to the far side and then cut up the field,
he has more space to work with.
He would have been able to get a couple more yards and potentially break one out, but he kind of just tried to cut up field a little too early, in my opinion.
So 3rd and 3 here for Westfield. Ball on the Milford 27, we'll call it. There are trips wide receivers near me. Running back to his left hip as they're going to hand. Nope, it's a read option, and it's the first one of the day. Sikowski gains the first down. He took a big hit, but he gets about 5 yards. So that will continue the drive.
Yeah, that's the first time we've really seen a designed play for Sikowski to really go and run the ball. And I think that's what caught them off guard. I mean, they waited until 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half to pull that out and to get a big first down.
Well, and the last 2 plays, Dylan, have been a run wide and then a read option. So they're starting to really open up the playbook. 6:20 to go here in the first half. Sikowski gets back to where he normally stands in the shotgun. Johnson will be lined up on his right hip. There's 2 wide receivers wide. There's 1 near. Offensive line goes down to a knee. Now they go into the 3-point stance. They do hand the ball to Johnson, who cuts towards the left side yet again. Johnson won't get much this time, maybe 2.
Well, there's a good job, Milford, adjusting now. You know Johnson is probably one of the guys you're going to have to look out for, and just a swarm right there of the Scarlet Hawks getting on top and allowing just a small gain.
2nd and 8, 5:38 to go here in the first half. Westfield knocking on the red zone, just 1 yard away. Milford 1 for 2 in the red here tonight. Westfield, they have not gone there yet. 2 wide receivers are going to line up on the near side. 2 are going to be lined up on the far side. Sikowski again in the shotgun. Johnson to his left hip. Here's the snap. They're going to hand the ball off to Johnson again. Dylan, they're taking your strategy, but Milford's doing a good job on this set of downs, bottling him up. It'll be 3rd and about 6.
Well, I said run him on first and second down until Milford figures it out, and unfortunately Milford has figured it out. So now that strategy isn't going to really work as they've got a long ways to go.
So 3rd and 7, so only 1 yard gained on that play. I was actually generous. I gave him 2. So 3rd and 7, the ball will be at the 20-yard line. There's about 4:40 to go here in the first half. Would you go to the ground here again, Dylan, or do you go through the air?
I think you go through the air. I think you get 2 opportunities to try and get the first down.
2 wide receivers far side, 2 near. Running back on his left side. It's not Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually, I believe it is. I can't get the number. Sackowski in the gun either way. Here's the snap. Looking towards the right side is Sackowski. He is going to drop back to pass, but he's not going to get it off as he gets sacked for the 4th time here tonight.
Yeah, that was a tough situation. He started rolling, and the Scarlet Hawks were beaming down on him, and that's one where I know you want to make a play, but that's when you got to throw away. There was absolutely nothing going on. He had to just try and get rid of it. Instead, he tried to play hero ball.
And, there's been a couple of instances here tonight, Dylan, where there's been coverage sacks from Milford. Milford didn't get right in the backfield there. It was mainly the Milford secondary that really shut things down on that 3rd and 7. But this will set up 4th and 12, and it looks like the offense is going to remain out there. So Sackowski will be in the shotgun. There's one receiver near side, 3 wide. They're going to snap the ball. Sackowski looking towards the left. He's going to fire deep towards the corner side of the end zone where it is incomplete. So that will be a turnover on downs. Milford will take over possession from about the 25-yard line. Milford defense stands tall. There's about 3:22 to go here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break on MyFM 101.3. 9-0 Milford after the big stand.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Back here at Milford High School, 9-0 your score. Milford defense doing a great job here in the first half. They cause a turnover on downs as Milford goes right back to the line after 2 straight turnovers. They're going to hand the ball off to, I believe, that might have been
Buentello.
Okay, that was Buentello, number 2. He'll gain about 5 yards.
You could tell because 2 guys bounced right off of him.
So 2nd and 5 for Milford, right around the 30-yard line, maybe even 2nd and 4. So Buentello gaining a chunk of yardage either way.
Buentello is going to be an issue. You can already see it. You can already see, and as the season goes on and as he gains more confidence, it's going to be a tough, and he's going to beat down on the defense as well.
So 2nd and 5 from the 31-yard line of their own. Lacerbo again in the shotgun. There is Buentello towards his left hip. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to him again. Buentello looking for a read. He'll get through that first down marker. He'll fight off a couple of hits and mash his way to about the 43-yard line. A violent run.
Yeah, absolutely insane. And you could see there was one guy who tried to hold him up, and he just dragged him an extra 3 yards, and it took 2 of them to finally take him on down.
Gain of 13, 2:24 to go here in the first half. Remember, Milford only has 1 timeout in their back pocket as the time continues to tick. I would say time's in their favor. They're working very quickly. If they're gaining chunks of yardage, there's not really much to worry about.
Totally agree.
So Lacerbo again in the shotgun. Looks like we're going to have Dos Santos next to him on the left side of Lacerbo. 2 wide receivers near, 2 wide. Lacerbo takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Dos Santos, cutting up the middle, and he'll be brought down quickly. I believe he only gained about 1 yard.
Yeah, it looked like it.
So 1:46 to go here in the first half. Again, there's no 2-minute warning here.
They're going to have to think about maybe throwing the ball now.
So 2nd and 8, so he does gain 2 yards. Milford not really working with too much urgency. There's a minute and a half. They're still in the huddle. 1 timeout again.
Yeah, they don't want to give the ball back with really any time either, as much as they want to go down and score themselves.
Dos Santos still in the backfield, again towards Lacerbo's left hip. Trips near side. They're going to move Dos Santos to the right side. One wide. Lacerbo looks to the left. He's going to fire deep. There's one man down there as there's a flag down. It looks like there's going to be some pass interference on this play.
Yeah, that looked like it was Finmore down there battling, and he's going to get the call and the flag on the deep ball.
Yeah, and it looked like he was grabbing at Finmore's hip. So this should be a pass interference penalty.
I'm going to say it now, and I might repeat myself again, but there is just no reason why pass interference in all football shouldn't be a spot foul. It shouldn't just be the NFL. I mean, it's just the clear as day should be a spot foul.
So they didn't call it pass interference.
Okay, well then
they
it's
called
not.
it a hold.
Well, my point still stands.
But
if
he
it
also
is pass interference.
He called the first down marker. He called it a first down. So we're going to see what's going on here because.
Well, I think it's
okay,
a 10-yard
okay.
penalty, so that results in the first down.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Milford. The ball will be at the 44-yard line of Westfield. Minute 2 to go here in half number 1. Lacerbo again in the shotgun. There are 3 wide receivers near, 1 wide. Dos Santos in the backfield. Lacerbo looking towards the left again. He's going to fire a strike down the middle. It's caught. No, just broken up. A fantastic play by number 1 for Westfield. That is Cole Russell. He just saved a touchdown.
Yeah, it was just an absolutely phenomenal play right there. Looking for Ryan Atherton streaking down the middle between the hash marks and a diving play and swats it away.
It was one-on-one coverage in the middle of the field. No safety help, so it was just the cornerback and the wide receiver. It looked like a great throw from Lacerbo. Atherton was off to the races if he makes that catch because it looked like Russell was going to go all out to either intercept that ball or bat it down, and he did.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing wrong with the throw, and there was nothing wrong with Atherton going for it. In the end, it was just a great defensive play.
So we'll see if Westfield kind of adjusts. We've seen the past couple of plays, no safety help. It is 2nd and 10. Lacerbo again in the gun. Should be no surprise. 1 receiver near, 3 wide. Lacerbo looking towards the right side of the field, and he gets hit as he gets the football off. He took a big hit. It was completed. It was a screen pass, or just kind of a dump-off pass to Buentello, and he gained about 4 yards, but what a big hit.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a timeout here for Milford, too.
So we're going to get a timeout. That's their 3rd and final one. It'll be about 3rd and 8 when we come back on the other side on MyFM 101.3, 47 seconds to go here in the first half.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
.47 seconds to go here in half number 1. Milford with a 9-0 lead, looking to get some more points on the board here.
That was just an absolute, huge hit on Lacerbo on his blind side. I'm glad he was able to recover and get himself back out there.
Lacerbo calling the shots at the line. He is again in the gun. 1 receiver near, 3 wide. He's going to take the snap, get the ball off quickly, and it's caught, and walking into the end zone is Jason Stokes. A broken coverage results in a late first half touchdown. Milford's 2nd of the day.
Yeah, he was just wide open. Absolutely no one within 20 yards of him. He just broke on a streak down the far side, and it must have been playing zone coverage, and there was no safety help over the top.
Great recognition from Vinny Lacerbo to look quickly, find Stokes, who's streaking down the sideline. That play wasn't even 2 seconds, Dylan.
No, and that's exactly what Milford wanted heading into the half.
So it's 15-0 as it stands, the extra point pending. 39 seconds to go here in the first half. It will be Stewart again for the extra point to make it a 16-point game. Here's the snap. The ball down, and the kick is up, and it is rifled right through the middle. It is 16-0 Milford here with 39 seconds to go in the first half. We will come back on MyFM 101.3 with Westfield taking their last possession.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Stewart kicks off, and going right down to about the goal line is the football, and then pushing his way out to about the 20-yard line is Westfield. There's about 32 seconds to go here in the first half. Dylan, apparently that play is not new.
Nope. I think they've been working on that all off season long, and just like that, practice makes perfect, and it pays off right there for Milford, getting the touchdown in right before the end of the half.
So Vinny Lacerbo, after the end zone interception earlier in the half, redeems himself with a dart right down the right sideline for Milford's second touchdown of the day. It's 16-0 as Westfield looks like they're going to take the knee and accept a 16-point deficit. And that will do it. We will go to halftime here, and when we come back, we will have the halftime show, which is brought to you by Milford Federal Bank. So we will be right back. It's 16-0 Milford on MyFM 101.3.
It's time for the Reynolds Report, your local sports spotlight on MyFM. From Friday night football and basketball buzzer beaters to the unsung stars of field hockey, track and field, and more. I've got all the highlights, scores, and stories from around the MyFM listening area. Stay up to date with the Reynolds Report and read more at myfmtoday.com. Local sports covered the way they should be, only on the Reynolds Report on MyFM.
Step into pure bliss at Wink Salon and Spa, located at 32 Hastings Street in Mendon. Let your tension melt away with our full-spectrum infrared sauna and Normatec compression therapy. Rejuvenate with personalized facials, soothing massage therapy, and a wide range of beauty services, including lash extensions and expert hair styling. Whether you need a quick refresh or a full day of pampering, Wink Salon and Spa is the perfect escape. Book now at 508-381-1422 or visit winksalonspa.com. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential.
Football game, hometown pride, and American Climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
This broadcast of Milford Legion Baseball is being brought to you in part by Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop, providing quality products and exceptional service to the greater Milford community. Oliva's will make your party one your guest will never forget. Whatever your special occasion may be, a stop at Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop is a must. Try Oliva's homemade sausage. Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop, the freshest cold cuts in town. GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie. But don't worry. Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely. And they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart. And you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Are you looking for custom apparel that stands out? The Embroidery Bar in Milford is the place for businesses, families, schools, and teams who want to look sharp. Local and dependable, they've got everything from tees and jackets to cups and unique gifts.
I'm Anthony, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. Whatever you need, embroidery, printing, or custom gear, we'll make it happen. We're here for our community, and we're ready to work with you.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
Hey, it's Tyler Lawton, and you can join me every weekend from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Weekend Wind Down on MyFM 101.3. I'm bringing you the greatest hits from the 80s and 90s, plus local news, pop culture updates, and a preview of what's coming up this week on MyFM. From interviews and giveaways to sports and community buzz. It's the perfect way to chill out before Monday hits. The Weekend Wind Down with Tyler Lawton every weekend from 4 to 7, only on MyFM 101.3.
Flood Fire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
At Imperial Cars, we're proud to support our local schools by contributing a portion of our business proceeds to purchase notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, crayons, markers, and other classroom essentials. Our Crayon the Van initiative is providing hundreds of local students and teachers with the school supplies and classroom supplies they need for a strong start to the school year. Because every student deserves a strong start. For over 30 years, Imperial Cars has been getting your family safely down the road and driving community impact.
Medway Oil and Propane, where you, the customer, will always come first. At Medway Oil and Propane, you receive service by the best technicians in the industry, a caring staff which goes out of its way to ensure your comfort and peace of mind. Medway Oil and Propane has an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, 24-hour emergency service every day, 10 licensed and certified service technicians, automatic delivery with over 200,000 gallons of fuel storage, Medway Oil and Propane energy for every season, and much more.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe, not just a muffin house.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
The Pool Store, that's all about fun. Let the pool and spa experts at Crystal Pool and Spa Bellingham be your source for all your pool and spa supplies. Crystal Pool and Spa is the area's leading pool store for families who want to spend less time maintaining the pool and more time enjoying it. Crystal Pool offers the largest selection of pool products under one roof to meet your pool needs and budget. Booking now for openings and closings for 2026. Crystal Pool and Spa, Route 140 in Bellingham, 508-966-1322.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into the booth. We are in the Milford Federal Bank halftime show. It is currently 16-0 Milford. As there's about 3.5 minutes to go in this half. Dylan, talk to us a little bit about this half.
Yeah, it was an interesting one coming out. I mean, the message was pretty clear from Milford that they were just going to try and run the ball and see how far they can get. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of passing throughout the whole game, but really early on, it was a lot of small plays and even short passes if there was any passing at all. And Milford got out hot to start. I mean, they just absolutely pushed their way down the field. And then, I mean, after that, there was a couple questionable decisions, but again, it's a young team, so you're going to get those throughout the year, and you got to figure out a way around them.
So it looks like Milford is vastly outplaying Westfield to this point here in the game. It's really only been Milford that's gotten in their own way with a couple turnovers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've really shot themselves in the foot if they have at all. I mean, they're still winning 16-0, so they're doing something right. Obviously, they have somewhat of an advantage over this team, and You can tell they're definitely a better team, and so it's a chance for them to kind of learn a little bit more about their identity. I mean, we know what Milford's identity is all about, but for this specific team to get in kind of into that and get themselves set up for the rest of the season.
So they ran the ball really well on their first drive. The drive at the end of the half, it looked like there were a few very close opportunities for big passing touchdowns from Vinny Lacerbo. They finally connect. Does that show you that they can score in multiple ways?
Yeah, they definitely can, but I think it's something that they'll still kind of struggle with throughout the season. I mean, it's not going to be every single play where you're going to have a guy wide open and able to score a 40-yard touchdown. And so I'll be interested to see, and maybe it'll happen in this half, to see how Lacerbo can do when maybe coverage is a little bit tighter and what that will look like. I mean, the interception that happened, it wasn't the greatest of things that could have happened, but it's happened twice now where he's thrown into double coverage.
Right.
And those are the mistakes that you really can't afford. If you go for a guy 1v1 and the guy makes a good play or breaks it up, that would be one thing, but going into double coverage is kind of something you really don't want to do.
Well, it's usually been the safety that's been helping. So, one thing I will say is Lacerbo's got to find where the safety is and try to kind of avoid him. But it hasn't been too harmful just yet, so hopefully he can work out those kinks as Milford continues to lead in this game. Okay, Dylan, just before this second half begins, what are the keys to this second half for Milford?
I think the keys for the second half, if we're talking on offense, I think it's protect the ball. The last thing you want to do when you're leading 16-0 is give them a chance to get back in the game. You had 2 turnovers in the first half, so let's try and limit that for this second half and just keep secure of the ball and don't turn it over and really manage the clock, right? A lot more running in this. And then on the defensive end, there's literally nothing I would change. I mean, they've just been getting pressure all around, coverage sacks, blitzing guys, it really doesn't matter. They've had no issue at all getting to the quarterback, so I wouldn't say a thing to the defense.
What is the answer for Westfield before we get started?
I think the answer for Westfield is you got to get somewhat of a combination. I know I mentioned really using Noah Johnson. You got to find a way to work some form of a combination in that aspect. I think you got to get him involved, but at the same time, you really also got to find some other guys maybe doing some short passes and screens.
And that was the Milford Federal Bank halftime show, as we're going to get a flag here. Never mind. We're still continuing.
Nothing's easy, is it, Joe?
The Milford Federal Bank halftime show is brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, in case you were wondering. Your community, your bank.
I think we get offsides. I think that's what we got here.
Yeah, that was a formation of some sort, and it looks like...
Did the ball even... Now the ball's at the same spot.
It was a formation. It was on Milford, so they're going to have to back up.
Yeah, I was...
Again, first game for everyone.
It's first game for the refs as well.
So Milford is going to have to boot the ball away yet again. Obviously, Milford started the game with the football and scored, so Westfield will get it here in half number 2. Stewart looking to kick the ball away, and he does. He'll send it down towards about the 10-yard line where it's collected on a hop by Westfield. And pushing his way towards around the 30-yard line is number 1, Russell, yet again. So his name's been mentioned a few times here today, Dylan.
Yeah, he's getting in there, and I wonder if that kickoff is intentional to kind of bounce it to the guy, because I feel like you could probably kick it down there, but you don't want it to be an easy kind of catch for the guy, because then he can kind of in motion run forward. So if you can kind of bounce it right around the 30, 25-yard line, I mean, it makes it a lot harder on the returner.
Well, and the last thing you want to do, too, Dylan, is fire a line drive in the air, because then you're not really in your lanes as a kick coverage guy.
Yeah.
And that can cause a lot of issues. Either way, Westfield is back on the field, the Westfield offense. 1 receiver near, 2 wide, running back towards the left hip of the quarterback. Sakowski takes the handoff. He'll hand it off to Johnson, who kicks along the left side. He won't get anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to find someone other than Johnson. I know I said getting him involved, but you're going to have to work a couple guys different. Maybe, I don't know if they've got it in their package or in any of their formations, but maybe a dual running back formation might be the move. so that you've got another guy there who could potentially get it, and you got someone kind of running out the backfield with him as a lead blocker.
2nd and 9. Ball at the Westfield 30. Westfield with the football. 11:15 to go here in the third quarter. Second half just started if you're just tuning in. It is 16-0 Milford on the back of 2 touchdowns and a safety. It is, like I said, 2nd and 9. Here is the snap. There's a penalty right off the bat. So, again, a sloppy start to this one.
Yeah, I think it's neutral zone infraction or offside. It looked like on the far side of the line, I believe. I think, who was that number? Was it number 70? No, we don't have a 70 on here. Well, there's a 70 out there. And do I have it? Oh, I do have a 70. Ryan Burns looked like he was the one who jumped on the far side.
All right, so after that free 5 yards, it'll be 2nd and 5 according to the scoreboard. So we'll roll with that. Ball on the 35-yard line of Westfield's. Satkowski from the gun, as Westfield is very nonchalant to get to the line. 1 receiver near. They're going to put Johnson in motion. He's going to be on the left hip. And Satkowski will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff, throw towards the left side, and that'll land incomplete. Great coverage on that play by number 5 for Milford. And once I get that score sheet out, that is Garen Frontfelter. You stole my thunder, Dylan.
Yeah, it was Cole Russell who was the intended target deep down the left side of the field, but, I mean, Frontfelter was all on top of him the entire time right there, and there was just no shot at all. It was launched probably 10 yards over both of their heads.
3rd and 5 at the Westfield 35. Westfield's been in a lot worse situations on 3rd down than this. This is very doable. They've converted a couple times. 10:18 to go here in the third quarter. Go ahead.
Big down for them right here. They need the first. They need to get going.
3 receivers near. Johnson lined up on the left hip as the quarterback will roll towards the left side and fire over the middle. That's complete. Nice catch right there by number 1, Russell again, and that's a conversion for a first down, gain of 11.
Yeah, he's been looking Russell's way a couple of times and finally connects on a pass right there and able to get the first down, which is a big one, and keep their possession going.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Nice conversion right there from Westfield as they quickly get back to the line. Satkowski in the gun. Johnson to his left hip. 1 near, 1 wide. Here's the snap. It's a low one, but it is recovered by Satkowski. He hands it off to Johnson, who is driven back along the left side of that line. Not even sure he got back to the line. It could be a loss of 1.
Yeah, I think it might be a half yard, maybe a yard behind, but Milford's really beating down on Johnson now. And the thing is when he lines up on the right side of Satkowski, or excuse me, I totally lost myself right there.
Satkowski?
Yeah. That's what I meant to say. See, I had it
You're
right.
Just threw yourself off.
It seems like Milford knows he's going to run an inside zone, and so they just swarm that side. So they really got to figure out maybe throwing in a counter here.
9:15 to go here in the third quarter. Westfield's had the ball the entire time. Ball is on the 46-yard line. Here's the handoff to Johnson again on the left side. This time he'll get the edge, and he'll cut up the field. He's going to get right around that first down marker, and then some. He will get into Milford territory right around the 40-yard line. A nice run right there from Johnson.
Yeah, and I got to give credit right there to Gavin Torper.
Late flags here. Sorry to interrupt, Dylan, but there must have been a scuffle along that sideline. I couldn't get a good vantage point of what happened. Milford has had their fair share of personal foul penalties after the whistle last year, so we'll see if that continues.
Johnson's holding up his hands, but as I was saying, Gavin Torper just threw an absolute phenomenal block to open up the space on that far side. He looked like a bigger guy, so he was probably a pulling guard or maybe a tackle getting downfield. A really good job by him. But let's see what's going to happen here with the referee, what the call is.
So we haven't gotten any call yet. There is a referee walking towards that M logo in the middle of the field. And it's going to be a personal foul penalty on Milford. So again, after whistle penalty on Milford going back to last year. There was a lot last year, and this is one already this year. Timeout Milford as well. So we're going to take a quick break here. Milford's going to look to regroup on MyFM 101.3, 16-0. They lead.
Timeout Milford, their first of the second half. Following the play, there was a
First game for everyone. We're going to keep it here. We're going to keep it here, and Milford's going to take a timeout. But, Dylan, if you're available.
Yeah, what's up?
I know you're reaching down for something. I didn't mean to catch you off guard. There's been a lot of penalties for Milford after the whistle. This one's no different. You got to reel it in a little bit.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, and it's a young team, but it is something that we've seen out of this Milford team that's had trouble. And right now, it's not the biggest problem, but as the season goes along and as things get more tense and as the situations and stakes get higher, you can't really be taking those.
No, you cannot be taking those. A free 15 yards is never a good thing. The ball will be at the 24-yard line when we get back to action, and it looks like we're just about ready to. Looks like it'll actually be at the 23, so check that. 8:50 to go in the third quarter. It is 16-0 Milford. Westfield with a pretty good drive here to get things going in the second half. One wide receiver near, one wide. Satkowski in the gun, running back to his left hip. Snap, and they're going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to make a cut. He won't get much either way, though. It's only about a gain of 1.
Absolutely swallowed up right there. And, I mean, Johnson he had that one run up beside that ultimately got the penalty. But other than that, every time he's been met right by the line of scrimmage by at least 2 Scarlet Hawks.
And that one play was a gain of 14 plus the 15-yard penalty, so 29 yards on that run for Johnson. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 8.5 to go. Westfield very deliberate at the huddle. Now they'll get to the line slowly. Looks like there's going to be 2 wide receivers lined up near side. One close on the far side, close to the left tackle, I should say. There is Johnson on the left hip. Satkowski again in the gun, no surprise. 8 minutes to go. Puts a man in motion, and they snap the ball. And he's going to fire along the left side towards the end zone, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Milford. And I can't get a number.
Was it Frontfelter?
It was Frontfelter. Frontfelter's knee went down to the 1-yard line, but that is another turnover for this Milford defense. It was kind of a lob towards that back corner. Frontfelter does a great job covering the wide receiver on that far side. I couldn't get a number on that wide receiver, but either way, that long drive for Westfield results in no points. A 4-minute and 7-second drive.
Yeah, that was kind of just a huck it up type of play, and that's something that we saw that Lacerbo's thrown a couple of those up as well. And you throw it into double coverage, and you're just hoping and praying, and most of the time, though, it's not going to work out for you. But at the same time, Milford's in a tough situation here.
Yes, they are. Can we see 2 safeties in one game, Dylan? It is 1st and 10 on their own 1-yard line. Milford's got a long way to go if they're going to try to score any sort of points.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Dylan, if they can put together some first downs, you can really chew that clock.
That's true. It's going to be a tough situation to get out of here, though, and
looks like we were in the – I don't think that's Lacerbo lined up in the backfield, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I saw number 2, Buentello. I couldn't see Lacerbo, but he is back there, so he'll take the snap, per usual, and he'll give it to Buentello, who pushes up towards around the 5-yard line. So that's some breathing room at least.
Yeah, exactly. And if there was anyone you were going to give it to is Buentello, because if he gets met at the line of scrimmage, at least you know he can probably fall forward. But a huge job, and he kind of juked his way around a guy and pushed forward for those extra couple yards. And they got some space to work with, but still not a lot.
So gain of 4 at the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6, 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Again, 16-0 Milford, 2 touchdowns, 1 safety have been all the points in this game. This is Milford's first possession of the second half. So far only 1 play, and it was from their own 1-yard line. Josh Buentello with the handoff. Lacerbo again from the gun. Buentello next to him. 1 wide receiver near side, 2 wide. They're going to put a man in motion. It'll be Stokes, but they fake it to Stokes. They're going to give it to Buentello, who gets a block. He's going to get up the field around the 30 and get around to the 37-yard line as he's pushed out of bounds. Another late flag here. And this time it could be on Milford as the referee on the near sideline, on Milford's sideline, started yelling right back at the Milford bench. So we will see what this penalty is.
I'm wondering if it was someone was in the way on the field of the referee or something like that. That would be amongst my guess.
So what was a huge play by Buentello could be somewhat negated. I don't know how many yards it will be negated here, but there definitely was a flag.
So I think I was trying to pick up on what our official up here was saying, and the flag was a sideline warning. So it's
Sideline
no penalty.
warning. Got it. Okay.
But it's a warning for the sideline. So that's what we saw.
Good to know. So that is a huge gain for Buentello. That'll be 34 yards on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Milford 39 now. Now I'd say they have plenty of breathing room.
Yes, definitely.
Lacerbo puts a man in motion. There are 2 wide receivers near. There are 2 wide. And it looks like Dos Santos maybe in the backfield. Stokes in motion. They're going to give it to Dos Santos, who is brought down very quickly. A nice play right there from Westfield, who sniffed that play right out.
Yeah, he got and that he looked like he was struggling to get up at first.
Yeah, he is. He's limping up.
He kind of got
gingerly
ripped around.
Yeah, so Dos Santos is slowly.
Yeah, he's going to go down. I was about to say, don't keep walking if you can't.
So we're going to get an injury timeout here. There's 5:54 to go in the third quarter. It's 16-0 Milford. It'll be 2nd and 12 when we come back on MyFM 101.3.
There are a lot of things that keep you up at night. Fortunately, there's one thing you'll never have to worry about: the security of your hard-earned money at Charles River Bank. When you bank with us, your deposits are insured in full through a combination of coverage from the FDIC and Depositors Insurance Fund of Massachusetts. So you can sleep better at night knowing Charles River Bank has got you and your money well covered. Charles River Bank. Personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
Floodfire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
We are back here at Milford High School, where the score is 16-0 Milford. They do have the football. They've gained about 37 yards on this drive alone, but they're only at their 38 as they were pushed all the way back to their 1-yard line. Dos Santos was carried off. Hopefully he's okay. As we get back to the action, there's 1 receiver near, 1 wide. Running back to Lacerbo's left hip, and it was Stokes. They're going to fake it to him and dump it off along the flat. And it'll be a gain of about 4.
I think that was Atherton, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was Ryan Atherton, the one who almost had that big catch downfield, gets a couple of yardage.
Every time I see Atherton, I want to say Rivera. Because he wore number 34 last year.
And he touched the ball a little bit.
Yep, he certainly did. He was one of the stud athletes on this team who no longer is playing for Milford. A lot of new faces, a lot of new names. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Milford with 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers near side, 1 wide. Lacerbo from the gun. And they're going to hand it off to the running back. And it's Stokes, and he'll only get about 2 yards.
Yeah, it was the first time we've seen Stokes in the backfield getting a handoff since, I think, the first
drive.
Yeah. I mean, it really has been Buentello's backfield as he's shuffling back in. Only a couple yards, and I think they're going to punt it here, and I think it's a smart decision.
So it'll be 4th and 4, and Milford will decide to punt.
We'll see who their punter is.
So Milford does gain 44 yards. They shave off about 3 minutes.
Well, he does more than just run.
Is that Jason Stokes back there?
No.
Who is it?
It's Buentello.
Oh, it's Buentello back there. Okay. I can't see the number from my vantage point.
He's going to punt it.
Buentello takes the snap. It's right at the hip. He'll punt it away. It's a pretty good one down to about the 20 as it rolls to the 15. Picked up right there by Westfield. Westfield cuts up to around the 25. There's flags everywhere. And he gets a block. He's going to cut all the way up the field to around the 30 and the 34-yard line. I'm thinking this comes back.
Yeah, well, regardless, it was a long way for Berdicia to run for a 15-yard gain. He probably ran 50 yards, maybe even more.
So we'll see what the flag is on. I believe this is...
Why do we have 2 flags down now? The other official just threw down a flag, so I wonder if we're going to get 2 block in the backs.
We shall see.
That's my guess. I'm taking. Anytime you get a long return, it's a block in the back.
It hasn't been a clean game by any means. It is going to be on Westfield.
Well, the first one's a block in the back. Oh, okay. I don't know why the other ref threw his flag down.
He just wanted to get into the action, I think.
Yeah.
So that'll be a loss of 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which was around the 18-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, long run for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So... Let's see. Yeah, it should be from the spot. All right, good. I thought I saw them measuring off up front at first, but they got it right. In the refs, we believe.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from their 9-yard line. Westfield will take over with 4:04 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Milford's defense has looked very strong so far today.
They sure have. They bent a couple times, but they forced some key turnovers in this game. I would say the turnovers are 2-2. There was 1 turnover on downs for Westfield, so you really want to say real turnovers, it's 2-1 currently in favor of Westfield. As we get back to the action, 2 receivers near, 2 wide. Snap, and it's going to be a handoff to probably Johnson. I can't get the number, but it is Johnson as he cuts up the field and gains the first down. Nice run right there. It looked like he was going to be bottled up, but he does a good job bouncing to the left side and gaining the first down.
Yeah, at first he came near side, and a lot of times that's where he's been swallowed up. But this time he's able to bounce around and cut to the outside and get a really nice gain and get a first down. And, again, some breathing room for this Westfield team after they were back on their own 9.
So a nice gain of 16 to get things going for Johnson. 3:54 to play. No time ticking right now. Westfield looking to get on the board for the first time this season. Here's the snap, and it's another handoff to Johnson. This time he's decisive with going to the right side of Milford's defense. And that will be a gain of about 4 or 5.
Well, he's starting to find his mojo back a little bit here. This would be a time where if I was the Westfield coach, I would look for a play-action deep shot. After 2 good runs from Johnson, you would think on second down that's what they would do, and it all depends on how Milford, but a lot of times they've been lining up all guys inside 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 5 to go. 2 receivers far side, 1 receiver near. Again, shotgun formation. Johnson to the quarterback's left hip. Just about 3 minutes to go in the third. Here is the handoff to Johnson. He does a counter towards the right side again, and he's close to the first down marker, and he will gain it. So a nice fake that time. Johnson fakes going left and cuts right for the first down.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that they haven't really done today in a good curveball to throw at the Milford defense is a lot of times they've been running the inside zone, and now they opt to go with the counter. So just when you think he's going to be going left, he goes right and gets a nice little hole and finds the first down.
1st and 10 Westfield from their own 37. There's 2:45 to play in the third quarter. Time is not the enemy just yet for Westfield. You're just worried about getting the ball into the end zone at this point. 1 receiver near, 3 far. Snap, and he's going to roll towards that far side. He's looking for an option. Now he's just going to get rid of it. Smart decision right there by the quarterback. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for Satkowski.
Yeah, good job just getting rid of the ball. Ryan Burns was coming down on him, and he was finally able to escape that. Again, they tried rolling to that left side to get him out of the pocket and give him some time, but just absolutely perfect coverage from this Milford team.
Dylan, what are your thoughts on rollout plays?
I like them to a certain extent. I think it's good in this case because he's been getting pressured a lot in the backfield. And if you have a good mobile quarterback, it also gives them the option to run too.
Snap, they're going to hand off to Johnson. He'll cut up the middle, just a straight draw this time, and he won't get anywhere. Maybe a gain of 1.
But going back to that, it's difficult to say, and I think you really have to have confidence in your quarterback, especially when you're rolling like that to the left.
Yeah.
And you're a right-handed quarterback, because that's really hard to do, because you're rolling away, and then you're either going to have to throw with your hips open or you're going to have to turn your body and then make the throw.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for Westfield. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers near, 1 wide. Johnson to the left of the quarterback. Snap at the hips. He's going to drop back straight. Going to look for an option. He's under pressure, and he goes down for the 5th sack of the day. Milford's defense continues to impress.
Yeah, I think that was Eli Rosenberg on the sack right there, getting in to the backfield, and now it's going to have to be a punt.
Yeah, no choice. It's 4th and very long. Minute 20 to go in the third quarter. You would like to make it a reasonable 4th down so you could potentially go for it, but that sack really draws you back. You have no choice.
Looks like they're getting 2 guys deep now for Milford.
Yeah, it looks like Stokes will be 1 and number 14, Finnemore. Just about a minute to go here in the third quarter as Westfield's still trying to get some bodies on the field. Now they're good to go. Snap right at the head level, and it's a muffed punt. And that went really nowhere. It'll go to about the 46 after a roll to the 45 of Milford. So Milford will recover in their own territory, but not a great punt there. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break on MyFM 101.3, 16-0 Milford.
Football game, hometown pride, and American climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
The pool.
Dad.
.46 to go here in the third quarter, where Milford has a 16-point lead. They have the football as well. Lacerbo in the shotgun, directing everyone around. He's going to move Buentello to his right side. He's going to do a quick pass over to the flat, and it will be completed. Cutting up the field after making the catch is Stokes. He'll gain about 9 yards. Just a bubble screen that time for Milford to get this drive going.
Yeah, really nice and easy, and that's kind of what I was looking for from the passing is just get the nice, easy, short passes, get the couple of yards, and kind of open up the field to then take the deep shot.
Looks like Milford is content with running this clock, and I think we will be going to the fourth quarter with Milford in a 16-0 lead, and with the football. Milford should be in no hurry. They are in no hurry, so we're going to take a quick break here on MyFM. You'll come back and hear the fourth quarter live on MyFM 101.3.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie, but don't worry. Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely, and they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart, and you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians, trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Fourth quarter here at Milford High School. 2nd and 1. Milford going from left to right. Lacerbo straight drop back after he takes the snap. Going to fire deep along that sideline. Making the catch, and a fantastic one at that, is Finnemore. Just a toe tap at about the 17-yard line. A great catch.
Well, it was questionable if it was good on a Sunday, but it doesn't matter because it's Friday today. An absolutely perfect throw there from Lacerbo. And, I mean, that was his best throw of the entire day as well. I mean, I know the Stokes one was really good, but that was just pinpoint towards the the sideline, and it was in a place that only Finnemore could make the catch, and he's able to get that toe tap down, and a huge gain for Milford.
This is Milford's 4th trip to the red zone here tonight. We'll see if they can cash in for the 3rd time. Lacerbo in the shotgun again. 2 receivers near, 2 far side. Running back to his left, and they're going to hand it to the running back. It's the big man, and he'll push down to about the 15, maybe 14-yard line. Buentello, gain of 3.
Well, and right there, it was Xavier Diaz for Westfield who absorbed Buentello, but then you saw Buentello just basically forced him down to the ground up 2 yards and turned a gain of nothing into 2.
Time is ticking. Ball on the 14-yard line of Westfield. Milford with an opportunity to go up 3 possessions. They're in no rush at all. 11:20 to go.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Joe, they're going to have no issue just running the ball and running this clock down.
They shouldn't have any issue with it. Even a field goal will get you in a 3-possession lead. 11:10 to go here at Milford High School. Lacerbo in the shotgun. Buentello to his left hip. 3 receivers near, 1 far side. The snap. Lacerbo looks towards that side of the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. And it again is Finnemore. So that is the 3rd touchdown of the day for Milford. It is 22-0, second passing touchdown for Vinny Lacerbo.
Yeah, I mean, that one was just another just absolute dot thrown there by Lacerbo. But again, Finnemore is just able to break through the coverage and find that corner of the end zone, and he had a really easy catch.
Yeah, there was really no one even covering Finnemore. It was more so, is he going to come down with the football? And he did. So it's 22-0. Milford cashes in. They have a 3-possession lead as Stewart lines up to make it a 23-point game. Ball down, kick is up, and it's a liner, but it's through. 23-0. Milford leads. 10:52 to go in this one. MyFM 101.3. We'll be right back.
This is Paul Serpine. If you're a regular MyFM listener, you know me as the voice of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra, the guy who gets to stand in front of some of the best musicians in the region, wave a stick at them, and magically amazing music pours out. When I'm in front of our orchestra, I'm in my element. But when I'm in front of my oil burner at 4:30 in the morning with no heat, I'm as useful as a 6-month-old baby. I made a call to Jeffrey Mushnick and his orchestra over at Medway Oil and Propane, and what a performance by Jeffrey and his skilled technicians. Medway Oil and Propane.
We are just underway here. It's 23-0 Milford as they kick off. And the ball is right around the 20-yard line. Bouncing to that left side is Westfield. They do get a block, and they get all the way down to about the 44-yard line.
Well, you know who made the tackle right there? Tyler Stewart. Tyler Stewart absolutely lowered his shoulder down and in to Berdicia, and the Milford team is pretty pumped up about that.
So the kicker doing it all. It is 23-0, 10:43 to go. Pretty big return for Berdicia. Westfield will take over in pretty good field position around the 42.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough for Westfield to come back here, especially with how this Milford defense has been playing, but look to try and get something out of this drive.
2 receivers near side. Shotgun formation yet again. Snap. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson gets along the sideline, far side, and he'll lower his shoulder and gain about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, a good run right there again from Johnson. I mean, he's been good pretty much throughout. There's been a couple of times where this Milford defense has been all over him, but there's other times where he's able to get those 4 or 5 yard gains on 1st and 2nd down.
2nd down, 6 to go. He does get out of bounds. The clock stops, 10:37 left. 2 receivers near side, too far. Again, Johnson lined up next to the quarterback. Johnson shifts sides. And the quarterback's going to look to pass. He's under some pressure. He rolls out towards the near side. He throws it and nearly caught by Russell, but it does land incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, at first I thought the target there was Shuchuk.
I believe it was.
But then underneath was Russell, and it kind of landed right in between the two of them. And I also thought for a second he was going to tuck and run it and get a couple of yards.
Looked like he had a lane, right?
He definitely did. He could have at least got the first down.
So 3rd and 6 anyway. 10:20 to play in the fourth. I can't tell if that's an 8 or a 0.
It's an 8.
All right, 10:28 to play in the fourth. That's why we have you around. 2 receivers near side.
Joe, do you need to go to...
Yeah, I think I do. 2 receivers far side. Johnson lined up again in the shotgun with the quarterback. Milford showing blitz. They're not going to bring many. Quarterback's going to look to pass, and he's going to go down. That'll be the 6th sack for Milford. Right now, it just looks like he's seeing go Sackowski.
That was Ryan Burns all on top of that one as he swallowed him up, and he kind of just kept pulling him backwards. I think he was trying to strip the ball. In the end, it got called because he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, Sackowski, after his first read, he just kind of tucks it and kind of looks around to run. It'll be 4th and 15. Are they going to punt it away? It does look like they will with under 10 to play.
Stokes and Finnemore back deep as well.
So down several possessions, Westfield is going to give the ball back to Milford. And it's a low snap, and he's going to have to fall on the ball. We've seen that a couple times. So another bad snap on a punt. One resulted in 2 points. This one's going to result in a great field position for Milford.
Yeah, it was just kind of bouncing, and we saw, like you mentioned, a couple of kind of lowish snaps having been sent so far. And this time it bounced and then rolled, and there was no chance for him to pick it up, so he made the smart decision and just fell on top of it.
So 9:39 to go in this one. Ball on the 29-yard line of Westfield. Milford has a chance to shut the door on this one.
Yeah, I mean, with Westfield really being unable to even get it into the red zone for Milford, they got to feel pretty confident, but...
So Charzanko did have the first touchdown. We were trying to think of who got that off the air, but it was Charzanko.
I do remember that now.
So Lacerbo from the shotgun will take the snap. He's going to look towards the right side, looking for an option, pumping. Now he'll tuck and run. It looks like he has a ton of space. He does. And he'll slide down, but not after he gains the first down. He'll get to about the 15-yard line. Nice play right there by Lacerbo to not be too quick to the gun and throw that football.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't really seen from him yet, is scrambling for a gain. And in my head, I was like, get down, down. And he did manage to do so, but just a great play and great awareness to get the first down.
9:10 to play, clock continuing to tick down. Milford in absolutely no hurry at all. There shouldn't be any reason to. Ball on the 17-yard line of Westfield as that clock still ticking down. 2 receivers near, 2 receivers far. And it looks like it'll be Buentello next to Lacerbo. They fake it to Buentello. They're going to screen it over to... Oh, the ball comes out. So the ball did go to Finnemore, who was stripped. We'll see if Westfield does have the football, and they do. So that's 3 turnovers for Milford's offense here today, 2 of which have been in the red zone.
Yeah, that's a tough one because Finnemore got it in. As it was a designed screen, there was no place for him to cut up, and he just kept running and running parallel along the line of scrimmage, and then a guy came and met him and punched the ball out. And again, you can't really be making those mistakes, and you got to secure the ball. And if there's nowhere to go, instead of trying to make the huge play, especially when you're winning by so much, cut up field, fall forward, get the couple yards you can. Instead, now Westfield gets it back.
Speaking candidly here, Dylan, this could be a 40-point football game if they play the game cleanly.
It very well could. I mean, they've now, like you mentioned, 2 turnovers in the red zone, and they've had multiple chances where they could go and score extra touchdowns, and they just haven't today. And again, I'm going to point it to the fact that this is a pretty young team.
So Finnemore trying to make something out of nothing, gets the ball stripped away. Westfield regains possession. They have the football on the 17, and now they'll be backing up. This has been a sloppy one. No doubt about it.
Yeah, false start. I believe it was on the running back. I believe he pointed to Johnson, that Johnson moved in the backfield.
Whoever it was has backed their team up 5 yards. It will be 1st and 15 from about the 12.
They can't make anything easy for themselves today, Westfield.
8:39 to play, fourth quarter. Westfield needs to score quickly if they want to remain in this football game. They haven't scored at all today. Putting a man in motion is the quarterback. Satkowski gets the ball off quickly, and that'll go to number 8, and that is Verdecia, and he'll gain about 7 yards.
Yeah, good job there, and a great job at putting the man in motion as well, 81, who, of course, I don't have on here, but he was able to go over there and provide as a blocking option for Verdecia and get them a couple of yards and make this a third and 8 in a little more, second and 8 and more manageable.
8 minutes to go in this one. Westfield working semi-quickly here as they get right back to the line. They'll hand the ball off to Johnson, and Johnson has to fight his way through a couple of tacklers. He will! Great play right there from Johnson. He'll get the first down. It looked like he was going to lose yardage. He stays on his feet. So making something out of nothing is the running back.
Yeah, that was really, really good. It looked like they had him wrapped up around the line of scrimmage, and he kind of stumbled, but he was able to catch himself, placing that left hand out in front of him, and then continuing the run and squeaking through and getting the first down.
7.5 to play, fourth quarter. Westfield still huddling up, so maybe they're just trying to work on some good habits going into next week, Dylan.
I mean, yeah, that's really all you can ask for. I think your goal for this drive would be to try and put together a good drive, no matter if you take the whole rest of the clock and go down and score and find and put some points up on the board.
From the shotgun, here is the snap. Looked like there could have been a quick fall start penalty. They didn't call it as they throw deep along that sideline, along that Milford sideline. It lands incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 7:09 to play.
Yeah, that one felt like one where they were kind of just like Satkowski was like, I'm just going to throw this one deep.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he had his mind set no matter what. And I know you've had troubles getting the ball forward, and it's getting frustration, but you can't just throw the ball up and hope for the best, because there was nobody open downfield. In fact, Milford probably had 3 of the closest guys to the ball.
2nd and 10, 34-yard line of their own. Westfield looking to muster some points here going into next week. 7:09 to go. 3 receivers near, 1 far side. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson has not much room to run with as he is bottled up along that left side of the offensive line. He might gain a yard. Maybe. Yeah, he'll gain 1, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and I would think, I know that you're deep in your own territory, but at this point there's 6:45 left in the game, and you're losing by a lot. You might as well just go for it on 4th down. So I think on this 3rd down, you try and get close to the first down marker if you don't get it, and then go for it on 4th.
Milford has currently outscored Westfield in this series 58-6. Going back to last year, Milford won 35-6. 6:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Satkowski from the gun. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it deep and incomplete. That'll land along the Westfield sideline harmlessly. It'll be 4th and 9. We'll see if they punt it away, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good play, and I can't quite work out who was on that far side. It was a good throw. He just needed to lead him a little bit more upfield. He had all the space up the field and had the DB beaten, but he tried to angle it towards the sideline, and instead it was uncatchable.
So it looks like Westfield will wave the white flag. They're going to punt the ball away here on 4th and 9 from their own 35. Stokes in the backfield, or excuse me, in the back, looking to receive the punt. Finnemore back there as well. Another low punt. It's going to roll this time, and it will roll a lot better. This will go down to about the 26-yard line, 25, where it's picked up and touched.
Just smart there by Stokes and Finnemore. Yeah. There's no reason to try and make a play on that. The last thing you want to do is create another turnover for yourself. Instead, you're just going to – honestly, this might be better. They can wind down some more time instead of being in the red zone to start the drive as well.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Milford, 6:09 to go. We're going to keep it here?
Yeah, we'll just keep it here for right now.
We'll keep it here. This could potentially be Milford's last possession of the game if all works out correctly for them. I'd imagine they're just going to try to bleed the clock dry.
Yeah, that's what you would definitely try and do. I mean, you got a couple of guys you can get involved on this offense, but And I know it honestly is a chance for you to try out some things too, though, at the same time.
So it looks like every starter is still in here. It's only a 23-point game, and I don't mean that in any ironic way. You don't really pull starters in this situation. Lacerbo fakes the handoff. They're going to dump it off near side, and it's complete as a flag is thrown. Making the catches, Sullivan Driscoll.
Or Sully, as he's called.
Correct.
We learned that from Steve. It's his fourth cousin. Something.
Yeah, I think he said that. Yeah, I think Steve might be related to everyone in Milford. As he laughed. We're going to get a flag here, and it will be
an eligible man downfield.
Yep.
Well, that's a tough one.
So we'll back up. That play is negated.
Player who's not eligible is downfield.
Be 1st and 15 from about the 20-yard line. 6 minutes exactly on the clock, as now they get the time to tick. But Milford's just fine with that. Go ahead, Dylan.
As I was saying before, at the same time, if you wanting to run the clock down, leading 23-0 in your first game with a very young quarterback is a chance for you to try out a couple of things and see how they work.
Don't disagree. Lacerbo from the shotgun. Going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to the big man. He's going to go along the left side, cutting up the field. He gets a block. And there he goes to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 44-yard line. A huge run right there from Buentello. Josh Buentello has had a fantastic game here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been phenomenal, and he's able to find those big gaps. And like I said, once he gets going, he's hard to take down. He doesn't quite have the breakaway speed as you might want from some running backs, but at the same time, I mean, if he's able to do what he's done today, you don't care if he can't break off an 80-yard touchdown run. If he's going to break off 30, 40-yard runs, I mean, any coach would take that any day.
Death by 1,000 cuts is still death, right?
Exactly.
All right, 5 minutes to go, just under 5 minutes to go as they hand the ball off to Stokes. He'll get along the left side. He'll make a cut and go right up the field to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. He breaks the tackle and he goes into the end zone. A touchdown, Jason Stokes with 4:45 to go. That should do it.
That was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Jason Stokes in the field is hard to take down. You get the ball to one of your best players, he's going to make plays happen. You saw on that far side right there as the tackler was coming into him, he just did a little whoop right around him and up the sideline, and he's in for a score.
So if you want a shifty runner, you give the ball to Stokes. If you want a bruiser, you give it to Buentello. It is 29-0 Milford. The extra point pending. It could be a 30-point football game, and that's with 3 turnovers, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, they've just still absolutely dominated.
So Stewart looking to make it a 30-point football game. Snap, ball down. It was a bit high and it was blocked as a result of the high snap, I believe. So it'll be 29-0 Milford when we get back. 4:45 to go in this one. Westfield with their last gasp on MyFM 101.3.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe,
not just a muffin house.
Back here at MyFM 101.3 here in Milford High School. It is 29-0 Milford, and it looks like they're going to win 6 straight opening games, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's just been an absolute dominant performance on the defensive side. They've had no issues whatsoever.
Short kick this time from Stewart. Making the catch on it is Westfield. They'll push up towards around the 25-yard line where he's going to get bottled up. And it looked like, again, receiving that kick was Berdicia. So 4:37 to play, and Milford has had a lot of success on opening night, going all the way back to 2021.
Yeah, and I think Coach Olson's been a big part of that as well.
Yeah, Coach Olson will improve to 6-0 on opening night for Milford.
First and 10, Westfield.
Westfield, you just got to work on some good strategies here.
Yeah, exactly. You want to try and link a couple of first downs together, a couple good plays. I mean, I don't know. Have they gotten to the red zone once, maybe?
They did one time, and it was an interception around the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
3 receivers near side. We'll see what Westfield can do. They're going to drop back to pass. They're going to dump it off, and making a couple moves and finally going to the ground after a gain of 5 is Cole Russell. Decent pass right there from Satkowski, who found him after a couple of reads.
And kind of what I've seen from this Westfield team, and just looking back there in the backfield, Satkowski just never really seems like he has the time to be set.
He's got happy feet a little bit. And I think it has to do with the fact that there's been a Milford defender in his face a lot of the night. Again, shotgun formation. They're going to pass again. Satkowski looking to the right side, and he's going to get the throw off as he's getting hit. It was a pretty good opportunity right there for Satkowski to make a really athletic play, but it does land incomplete, just a bit too far for the wide receiver.
Well, and going back to the last point, just on this play alone, as we saw, right? He takes the snap, he takes his drop back, gets set, and then there's a guy in his face.
There's a guy right in his face.
He doesn't even have the option. If there was a guy open right at that moment, he can't pull back and throw it, or it's potentially going to be a fumble.
3:57 to play, 3rd and 4, ball on the 32-yard line of Westfield. Westfield with the football. 3 receivers far side, 1 near. And there's going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start here, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
It's been a couple for this Westfield team, and it's really been part of the team that they got to figure something out. And it's the offensive line has had a couple of false starts, and they haven't really been able to pick up the rush, at least the pass rush of this Milford team.
Yeah, they've been a bit discombobulated when it comes to the fundamentals, in my opinion, Dylan. So it's 3rd and 9. 3 wide receivers on the far side, and that's where the quarterback's going to take a peek. He's going to get crushed, and he's going to take a sack. And it looked like there was a cornerback blitz, maybe a delayed blitz that time from Milford.
Yeah, that was Dylan Burns who got back there on the cornerback blitz. You had it exactly. No one had him picked up at all, and absolutely demolished the quarterback on his blind side.
So that'll be a loss of a lot. Under 3.5 to play. It'll be 4th and 1 million. Are they going to punt it away? Looks like they will.
Yeah, there's no point in going for it here. And we've kind of found ourselves in some purgatory action here for this Westfield team, as they've just found themselves unable to get over the 50.
Loss of 10 on the play.
Loss of 10, so it'll be 4th and 19 as they look to punt the ball away with just about 3 minutes to play. Westfield, they're still trying to get players on the field. I mean, this is not the greatest product right now, as they will finally punt it away, and it's shanked, completely shanked. So that'll go out of bounds, maybe at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's just about maybe right there. And I mean, it's kind of summed up how today has gone for Westfield. It's just nothing has really looked right.
No, nothing has looked right.
And especially when you're bringing a guy in after you've already been set up for the punt for about 25 seconds and you're still missing a guy out there.
Right. I mean, it's just that just comes down to just execution. And
that's going to drive a coach nuts. It's one thing if a guy shanks a punt like that, but the fact that they weren't set and didn't have all the right guys out, that's what's really going to tick off a coach.
Well, it's the false starts, Dylan. It's the penalties in general. It's the shanked punts. It's the knee dropping on low snaps. It's been a lot here tonight for Westfield. They have a lot to work on going into next week. Milford, on the other hand, going to go to 1-0 as they have new players on the field. Taking the handoff this time was Cameron Zekerman. I believe the new quarterback is
that number 20?
Yeah, he's in the 20s. I can't get a full number on it just yet.
Is 20.
Number 20. All right.
Logan Snadden.
Logan Snadden at the helm, wearing number 20. 2:15 to play in this one. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. 2 receivers near side. Too far. Snadden taking a lot of time off the clock. 2 minutes and under now. Will take the snap. He'll hand it off. And again, it will be Zekerman, and he's going to maybe lose a yard.
Yeah, at this point, you're just trying to run off as much as the clock as possible, and we'll see what they do on 3rd down here. But I'd be interested to see if they don't get the 1st down, if they give their kicker, Tyler Stewart, a chance to hit
I'd like
a
to see
long
it.
one.
I'd like to see it, personally.
I wonder what is his best he thinks he can do. I don't know if the professor over here knows what Tyler Stewart's range is, but
he's thinking over there. Looks like it's pretty decent. He says it looks like it's pretty decent. I would agree. It's about 1:15 to go here in this one. Milford just getting out of the huddle, so you haven't missed any action. Snadden from the gun. Going to hand it off to Zekerman, and he's going to get hit right away. He's going to push forward. Nice power right there from Zekerman, and he'll push it up to about the 21-yard line.
You're looking at 38 yards, I think, right?
Yep,
they're on the
38 yards.
They're on the 21-yard line.
I think they're going to keep the offense out there.
Come on, give the kicker a chance. We all want to see it.
40 seconds to go in this football game.
There'll be, like 8 seconds left on the clock when it...
You could run around in the backfield till the clock hits 0 and take a knee, but that would really crush your stats, so I'm not sure they want to do that.
I think the coach is trying. I think he's probably going to take a timeout. I would assume
so.
Whenever let's see what it rolls down to here, though. The coach is waiting and waiting, and now they take timeout.
Timeout.
You can't waste 15 seconds in the backfield.
Well, if you're fast enough, you can. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with the conclusion of this one on MyFM 101.3.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports and services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
Back here at Milford High School, where Milford looks to close this one out and improve to 1-0 for the 6th year in a row. 15 seconds before they do so. It is 4th down and 8, and a wonky snap and just going down is Milford. So a bit of a miscommunication, maybe a bad snap. Either way, it'll be a turnover on downs, and with 11 seconds to go, Westfield will try to do something.
I would guess that they're probably just going to kneel it.
You think so?
But I'm not too sure.
We'll see.
Oh, they could take a shot. I mean, why not?
Looks like Milford's got some of the reserves in there right now. Seeing some new numbers. Seeing some smaller people out there as well.
I think they're going to kneel it.
All right, yeah. It looks like they're going to take a knee, so that should do it for this one. Milford will improve to 1-0. Westfield will go to 0-1 for the 2nd year in a row. And we will just wait for them to take their knee. Then we'll push it to commercial. And there it is. Milford improves to 1-0. A great 29-0 shutout here today. And when we come back, we will do the Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center post-game show on MyFM 101.3.
Want to make your event unforgettable? Let the 101.3 MyFM event marketing team bring the energy and excitement. Whether it's a festival, corporate event, or community celebration, we've got you covered with live broadcasts, DJ equipment, rentals, and more.
We'll work with you to create a custom bundle that fits your needs. Visit myfmtoday.com and fill out our EMT request form. Let's make your next big occasion one to remember. Together with MyFM.
Have you been to Galliford's Restaurant and Tavern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon? The Brewer family welcomes you to enjoy their delicious, freshly prepared entrees. Galliford's is not just a restaurant, but a culinary experience, featuring family-style New England comfort food. Check out the Daniels Room, a private function room to accommodate any occasion needed, even a wedding on the grounds of the zoo. The holiday season is waiting for you at the zoo. Go to Southwick Zoo's website to check the date and times of the all-new holiday experience. Make Southwick Zoo and Galliford's a holiday tradition.
Do you want your business, team, or family to look their best? Head to the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local shop for custom embroidery and t-shirt design. From shirts to hats, cups to flasks, if you can dream it, they can stitch it.
I'm John, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. We're right here in Milford, and we love helping local schools, teams, and businesses show off their pride. Big or small, we've got you covered.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor,
38 South Main Street, Milford.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woohoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discounts. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
This high school broadcast is being sponsored in part by All Temps Systems. At All Temps, they deliver the highest level of quality for your comfort. Experienced technicians, customer-first mindset, and upfront pricing, all at All Temps. They service all brands and are licensed and fully insured on all services performed. Have All Temps service all of your home comfort needs for you and your family. All Temps is your #1 team. All Temps Systems, Pond Street in Milford.
At ABC Air Heating and Cooling, we believe in hard work on the field and in your home, serving Northridge families with expert heating and cooling service. We're proud to sponsor this football season. Visit abcairheatingandcooling.com, where comfort wins.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
Are you thinking about buying a new car or maybe looking to refinance an existing car loan? At Homefield Credit Union, we offer competitive rates on new car purchases as well as car loan refinancing. And with our Auto Advisor program, Homefield Credit Union can help you get a fair and competitive price on a new or used vehicle while financing directly with the credit union. Homefield Credit Union, banking with a Homefield advantage. Stop by or call today, 508-839-5493, 138 South Main Street in Milford, and at 86 Worcester Street in North Grafton.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports and services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
IFM 101.3, Milford steamrolls Westfield 29-0 here in game number 1 of the regular season. Milford could have won by a lot more points here tonight, but they do still win by a 29-point margin. What are your thoughts on this game, Dylan?
Yeah, I think I saw a lot of good things out of this Milford team, and I think it helps that they were very dominant defensively as well. There's definitely some question marks on the offensive side, I would say. I think defensively I didn't see much go wrong. I mean, it's hard for much to go wrong if you let up 0 points.
True.
But offensively, you could definitely see the vision there.
Welcome on into the Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center post-game show, where we are recapping the 29-0 victory for Milford. Yeah, you mentioned, there were some question marks on the offense. They were still able to score 4 touchdowns, and it feels like those turnovers can be avoided going forward.
Yeah, exactly. And if they can do that, then there's no doubt what this Milford team can do. But like I've mentioned numerous times, it's a pretty young team. I mean, you got a sophomore quarterback back there. There's going to be some learning curves as the season goes along, but you kind of hope that as that season does go along, those kind of start to fade away.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing about this schedule is there are really no cupcakes for Milford. Mm-hmm. I believe they play Leominster next week, if I'm not speaking out of turn. So that'll be a difficult task against one of the best quarterbacks in the state.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really going to be night and day from what we had tonight, and we'll have to wait and see what they can do. I do believe our Pepperoncini's player was jogging over. Hopefully they'll be making their way up soon.
Well, our Pepperoncini's player of the game is a veteran, so he should understand how. And hopefully that didn't give too much away. Yep, yeah. Here he comes. Our Pepperoncini's player of the game is on his way.
Yeah, they're making their way up right now. And coming on up.
You can say it.
Our Pepperoncini's player of the game, go ahead and call back to the station, is Jason Stokes. You can go ahead and grab that if you'd like. Jason, congratulations on the opening day victory. How did it feel to be back out on the gridiron?
I felt awesome. I mean, the guys, a lot of new guys out there, obviously, not as much experience as last year, but it's just about getting the guys up to speed. It's about getting the guys on the same page, guys to prepare before the game starts, before Friday night. The preparation this whole week is the reason why I thought why this score wasn't 45-0 and it was only 29-0. Bad turnovers, miscommunication, but we'll get there for sure. Big week next week.
Yeah, and you were able to find yourself wide open over there for your first touchdown. Kind of walk us through that play.
I mean, the corner was up and playing outside leverage press. The safety was inside. We ran something on the inside to draw the safety's attention, instantly beat the guy on the outside, just speed release, and then there was no one really there to help him over the top because they were man coverage on that side. So,
Jason, we saw you at running back. We saw you at wide receiver. We saw you in motion a few times. I guess we could call you the Swiss Army knife, kind of the Andrew Rivera role.
Uh-huh.
Can we see that more from you this year?
For sure. I mean, started me in the backfield today. That was playing this week. Didn't put me there in the 2 first scrimmages. It wasn't on film. So yeah, I expect to move around all year. I love the role. I love getting the ball, having the ball, making plays out wide, making plays from the backfield. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, and maybe you guys have your own version of what the Lions had when they had Montgomery and Gibbs, and you got you and Brentello back there.
Josh Brentello, he's a stud, power back, 6 yards no matter what. And then with me, we got the explosive plays, the big plays. It's going to be a fun season for sure.
And kind of walk us through that second touchdown. It looked like as you were probably about 7 yards down, and then you did a nice little juke around the guy, and it was just wide open lane.
Oh yeah, that was all the O-line. They blocked up the front, blocked up the linebacker, one-on-one with the safety. I'm expecting to make that kid miss. So that's basically how that went.
How's the adjustment been for you? You were on the team last year, so there's a lot of new faces for you. How's it been for you?
I mean, I feel like the biggest thing is obviously stepping into a leadership role. Last year, I had kids like Andrew Rivera, Buckley, to lead me and show me show me the way. And now it's my job to take a bunch of new faces and make them be able to play on the varsity field, get them the experience they need to be able to play with our speed. It's a much different game than a JV game on Saturday mornings, obviously.
All right, we thank you so much, and congratulations once again, and best of luck with the rest of the season. Maybe we'll see you up here once again.
Thank you, guys.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll see you guys.
Our Pepperoncini's player of the game, Jason Stokes.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal, and you can already tell going to be a big leader for this team, and as evident by the turf scattered all around his face, not going to be afraid to get down and dirty.
He was busy here today. All right, well, that, I believe, is going to do it for us. I think that is it for us, so we are going to call it here. Thank you so much for listening in. Dylan, another season on the way.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's sure to be a fun season and getting to follow this Milford team, and we'll be following quite a lot of teams around the area.
Yeah, stay tuned tomorrow as well as we are going to recap it all at the Buzz, I should say, for 9 a.m.
And we'll all be there.
And we will all be there, Steve Watson included. Steve Watson will be at the Buzz tomorrow, so if you want to hear his thoughts from the PA announcer himself, tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll be talking about it sharp, right at 9. But that's going to do it for us right now. Thank you so much for listening at MyFM 101.3, and have a great night, everybody.